If I left the McDonald's, I might get jumped by this dude.
So today we're gonna get some free 99 knowledge on how to start a phone flipping business from this guy right here, Will, the financial wolf. How long have you been doing phone flipping? And what's the most you've ever made?
Yeah, so I got into phone flipping when I was 15 years old back in January or February of 2018. And since then, I've actually done probably about $20,000 in revenue. And my biggest month ever was when I made $2,500 in profit. And I believe that was around Christmas time in 2018.
So right here, you're talking about how do I get iPhones or other Apple products for cheap? Do you only focus on iPhones or other phones as well?
So me personally, I only focus on iPhones, and that's because I feel most comfortable buying them, because there's a couple different things you have to check when you buy and sell phones. So for me personally, I'm most comfortable with iPhones, so that's typically what I buy and sell. And how you get them for cheap? Pretty much what you do is you post an ad on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace saying, hey, if you have a phone for sale, I'll pay cash for it. And then when that person messages you, you kind of lowball them. And I mean, they won't always say yes or no right off the bat. They'll be a little bit on the fence, but it's up to you to kind of convince them to sell you the phone at a low price. And a lot of people, they're not like super picky, so they just want to get rid of the phone. And that's where you come in and just buy it for them, and then you're able to resell it for a profit on a place like eBay or Amazon.
So Will, where's the best place to buy these type of phones? I see we're on Craigslist right now. What do you use?
Craigslist is definitely a really good place to get phones to resell. I typically post ads on there, and a lot of people hit you up because, at least in my area, a ton of people are super active on Craigslist. So I'll post an ad saying, hey, if you have a phone for sale, I'll pay top dollar for it. And once they reach out, I'll again try and lowball them. I'll negotiate. And if I'm able to get that phone cheap enough, I'll go out and buy it, and then I'll resell it. Yeah, so that is an Apple Watch Series 1. I believe I picked that Apple Watch up super cheap off Craigslist. Someone reached out to me. They just wanted to get rid of it. I ended up buying it, and then took some pictures of it, posted it on eBay, and it sold super quick. That's the great thing about selling on eBay. Products sell super fast.
I love your background, bro.
Yeah, kept it super simple, just 4 pieces of white paper. You know, you don't need anything fancy to get started. A lot of people think they need the most high quality stuff. You know what? I just took 4 pieces of construction paper, put it on the floor, and took some pictures.
$110 in about 4 hours. And the reason it sold so fast is because I was able to market the product correctly.
Have there ever been a sketchy time, a sketchy guy, something where you went to go buy a product and you're like, I don't know about this?
Yeah, so it actually has happened before on Craigslist. One time I met up with someone. They were supposed to sell me an iPhone X for $350, and at the time that was an amazing deal because iPhone X's were going for like $600. And when I met up with the person, I already knew he was kind of sketchy. He was acting a little bit weird, a little bit iffy. And I was like, I don't know about this, but we were inside a McDonald's. So I was like, yeah, it'll probably be fine. We met up right away. He's like, hey, could you do 400? I'm like, no, I only bought 300. I only brought 350 with me. He's like, dude, I got to do 400 or I'm leaving. I was like, why did you have me drive all the way out there? And we kind of argued a little bit. And he's like, you know what? Hold on. I got to go back to my car to get the phone. And I was like, you didn't even bring it with you inside? That's kind of sketchy. And he waited in his car for like 45 minutes. And I was scared to even leave the McDonald's because for some reason I had a feeling that if I left the McDonald's, I might get jumped by this dude. And it was just really a weird experience all around. But luckily, after like 40 minutes, he came back in the McDonald's and we did the transaction.
There you go. I mean, my bad, bro. I got a cow lick right here that's just distracting, but there you go. I got it. When you first started, did you know what you were doing or did you lose a little bit of money?
Yeah, so in the beginning, I had no idea what to check for when I was buying phones. And I literally trusted everyone, which is kind of a mistake. I think with my first phone purchase, I lost like $50 because I didn't know like what to check for on a phone. So the guy sold me some phones and he said, all you need to do is plug them in and they're going to work. And I believed him. And the thing that sucked is, guess what? They didn't work at all. I plugged them in, wouldn't turn on, and I lost all the money, and I had to sell them for parts on eBay.
How many times did you lose money before you actually started making money?
I learned pretty quick because after the first time I lost like 50 bucks or something. I quickly learned what to check for on phones. The next deal I made some money, next deal I made some money, next deal I made some money, and then I made another mistake where I actually didn't know when phones were financed, because some people will finance phones from carriers and then sell them to you, and I had no idea about that.
What do you mean finance?
Finance phones are basically when people will sell you something and it isn't paid off. So people will go to carrier stores, finance like 10 iPhone X's, meaning they have monthly payments, never pay any of the monthly payments, and then sell you the phone. And that actually sucks because the carrier will block the phone, meaning it can't work on a carrier anymore. So like if AT&T sells you a finance phone, you don't pay the bill, they'll restrict your service. So they'll quickly go sell that phone before the service is restricted, and then you're stuck with a worthless phone, basically.
But wait, won't that ruin the credit of the person who's done it?
Yeah, but guess what, man? They don't care. They just want the cash.
Oh, so that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so what could you do so that doesn't happen to you? Like,
Yeah,
could you
so
check?
yeah, there are services online that you can look up, and it's called an IMEI checker. And there's this 15-digit long code that you can find in every single phone. And you type in that code into the IMEI checker, and it will tell you if it's financed, if it's stolen, or anything like that.
You know what, Will? Let's go look up a Craigslist right now. You think we'll find some phones?
Oh, yeah, you're going to find a ton of them.
Okay, what should I look for? What should I look for?
Just look
iPhone?
up iPhone buyer on Craigslist. Or you're going to see people who are posting ads.
Look at this guy right here.
Yeah, see, this is one of the people who are trying to buy phones. So that number, they're going to give you an offer on a phone, which is kind of a low ball. And for the people who are really motivated, they're going to sell the phone to them, and that guy's going to resell it for a profit.
Should you buy a broken phone, in your opinion?
Depends what is broken on it. So for me personally, if the phone doesn't turn on, I'm not going to buy it. I just don't want to deal with it. And usually they're not worth enough, and the phone could be locked. They have a passcode. So even if you do fix it, you're kind of still out of luck. So personally, I don't buy broken phones, but if like one little thing's broken or the screen's cracked, I'll still buy it.
You think there's people out there trying to sell phones?
Oh yeah, for sure. You're going to find a ton of people.
All right. So we have this one. Unlocked, 256 gigabytes, iPhone X for $550. What do you think of this, Will?
Yeah, that is kind of a bit high. It's about market value. So if I were to go buy it, I'd probably offer like 400 or 500 bucks. So I'd say the phone, from what I'm seeing, is worth like, I'd probably sell it for like $429.99 or something like that.
What would we offer this seller
Mhm.
if we were trying to get this phone?
So I'd probably only give him like 300, 340 for it.
So he's asking for too much.
Oh yeah, he's not going to sell that. Even to a normal buyer, he's not going to sell that.
Oh, look, how about this one right here?
Yeah, that looks a little scammy. 200 bucks? No way.
200 bucks. It sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, that's a bit scammy. I feel like that's sketchy. Usually if you see a phone priced way, way too low, it's too good to be true.
No, it looks real to me, Will.
Scroll down.
Okay,
Oh,
right here.
you see the number right there? It's I bet it's something. Something's up with that.
What do you mean number one number?
They commented a number down below. 970-305-5. I don't know. It just yeah, the phone number down there. Only text. Yeah. I feel like it's some sort of scam almost.
So that one's too good to be true.
Yeah, it definitely looks too good to be true.
All right, see, guys, see, that's what we got, the financial wolf right here, the expert. So you guys don't get scammed. Another phone, iPhone X, Verizon, 200 bone skis.
I feel like that's from the same number. Yeah, you see how it's the same number? Yeah, I mean, once he has them, he's probably going to make some random scam up and then, try and get some people with it. Or he's going to be like, send me the $200 via Cash App and then I'll meet you up. He's going to like do something like that where they send him the money before he meets them and then he scams them.
No, Will, people do that?
Yep.
Yo, you're giving me too many ideas, Will. So, Will, man, you got the knowledge, you got the sales, but why did you stop?
So I haven't fully stopped, but I've just scaled down a lot because reselling takes a lot of time. It's pretty time intensive and you're not able to scale it past like $2,000, $3,000 a month. Very few people have been able to do that because usually it's just you and you can only buy so many phones in a day because, you know, you're kind of still trading your time for your money because it's just you, and if you don't go out and pick up a phone that day, you're not going to make any profit. So what I recommend is maybe build up some capital reselling or do it on the side, but use that money to start a business that you can actually scale up.
What other businesses do you got going on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so recently started a drop shipping business. I'm working on learning about that and trying to scale that up, and I also have a YouTube channel.
So if you want to know more about Will, the drop shipping business, or want more ideas on how to grow a business, I'll put his link in the description below. Go show him some love. Thank you so much, Will. And if you guys like these virtual ride-alongs, press the like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment, and I'll make more.